Hello everyone and welcome back to Warframe and the video where I would like to go over the changes that have happened to the game in the past couple of months. Because a couple of the systems in the game have been changed quite significantly and in my opinion for the better. So I would like to go over the most obvious ones of them in this video. So if you are already playing Warframe and have followed them, this video will not give much new to you. But if you played Warframe in the past and maybe think about coming back, maybe you see some things that have changed, maybe to your liking, maybe not, well, that's for you to decide. So let's just have a look at what is new and different. One of the first things that you will notice is that the start chart changed. We have the start chart 3.0 pretty much here, which now connects the planets more directly again to each other. As you can see here, the planets are directly connected with lines, and within the planets you have sort of a map of missions that are connected as well. So this pretty much works as before. You have to do a previous mission to access the next. What has changed is how you access new planets, because now you have those junctions on each of the planets which have a couple of challenges that you need to do, and then you have to do a little mission at this junction to unlock the next planet, and also, as you can see, a variety of various rewards. That also includes quests, as you can see here, various blueprints, mods and the like. So this is kinda how the progression in the game works now. Mind you, if you previously played the game, as you can see, for example, I have not finished the Mercury junction yet, but since I played the game before this change, I can still access the whole planet as I was able to before. So if you're worried about that, no need to do that unless there's something that you want, because some quests, as I said, are rewards for those junctions, so you need to finish the junction in order to get the quest. So this is one of the biggest changes to the start chart. The other big change is the Void, as you can see here, because the Void now has its own map, and the Void does not give you the rewards it did before. It is, air quotes, just another area you could go to, just another tile set. So this brings me to the next big change, the Void keys and the prime parts. The Void keys have been changed into so-called relics, and those relics you use in those void fissures that are listed up here. Void fissures are sort of events that happen regularly and are timed, as you can see as well. So you will constantly have some of them popping up, and they are still divided in 4 tiers, but rather than being called tier 1 to 4, they are now called Liz, Meso, Neo and Axie. So those are the 4 tiers that you have. They depend on the base mission level, and when you go there, let's choose for example this Liz fissure here, then it brings you to your relic selection. So what does this whole entail? Well, when you choose a relic, you have to do something extra in the mission. So rather than have special missions that will drop only prime parts, you have the normal mission with a little bit of extra in it. And then when you have done this extra objective, the relic will open and you will get one of the rewards that you can see here on the right. So you know what you can and how high what you can get and how high the chances for obtaining it are. And as you can see, the common drops, there's for each relic there's 3 common drops, 2 uncommon drops and 1 rare drop. And the rare drop is just that it is rare. But there's also a way to increase the drop chances for the uncommon and the rare drops, and this happens at the console down here on the side of your arsenal, where you can refine your void relics. You have to unlock this one. To be honest, I'm not quite sure how I unlocked it anymore. It has been a bit ago, but once you have unlocked this, you can go here and upgrade 1 relic for so-called void traces that you will get by doing the void fissure missions. And this will again increase the drop chances quite significantly. As you can see, there is 3 different, let's call them qualities. They will change around the drop chances. So if you want to have the highest drop chance for a rare drop, best go for Radiant. Costs a bit, but it also significantly increases your chance to get a rare drop out of the mission. Another big change of the past month is the market that has gotten a complete overhaul. So this is the main screen for the market, showing you the featured deals, and where's the rest now? You might wonder. Well, it is maybe at first in a bit of a confusing way sorted on this menu here, but once you get a bit into it, you will notice that it is a significant improvement to how it was before. So let's go to the weapons, for example. So you can, as before, choose primary, secondary, melee weapons and the cosmetics. And the cool thing about the new market is if you choose any of the weapons here, let's go for the Zara, for example, you can here go to, you get this screen here that first tells you what, it gives you some general information about the weapon itself. Then here you have the tab to buy the blueprint, if you can buy it. And over here you have, well, some related things that are just linked to other stuff in the market. One more thing that's really helpful about this is, let's go for the Javlog, which is one of the recent additions to the game. When you go to build and you cannot directly buy the blueprint, it even tells you where to get it. So for the Javlog it tells you, yes, it has to be researched in the chem lab in the dojo. The last big change for mechanics happened with mods, because the fusion process has been changed and made a lot easier than it was before. Up here in the upper right corner you see a new resource that is called Endo, and this resource replaces all your fusion cores, so all your fusion cores will have been converted to this, and instead of fusion cores you now drop this resource. You can get it as reward from alerts as well. So where you got fusion cores previously, you now get Endo. So what does Endo do? It does exactly the same thing as the fusion cores before. Let's go for the mod accelerated deflection, for example, and then go to fusion. So rather than now choose a number of mods that you want to fuse with it, you just choose which rank you want the mod to be. And it will tell you on the left side what the changes are, and on the right side how much Endo and how many credits you have to spend on that. So it simply makes the whole thing a whole lot easier, less guessing, and it goes much quicker and is much more direct. Those were pretty much the big changes in this update. There have been a couple more additions as well. For example, let me show you here in the codex, because I have not gotten around to get one myself yet. We have new companions in form of the Kavats, which require you to scan a couple of them in the derelict and then build the Kavat incubator, and then you can have your own of those little kitties on your site. So this is one more addition that happened in the past, and the other new additions that I'd like to quickly mention at least is one that came with the most recent big update, the War Within, another story update, which adds the Kuva Fortress, which is a whole new tile set where you fight the Grenier in their own fortress, which is in my opinion a pretty cool tile set, and is also, at least in my opinion, a bit more difficult to play than all the other ones, so it's a nice change of pace and generally just a nice addition. So those were the most significant changes and additions of the past months to the game. I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, please give me a thumbs up. If it was totally not helpful for you at all, and if you hated it, well, and if you're still watching, of course, you can give me a thumbs down. You probably did already if you did not like it and are not watching anymore anyway. Anyways, also don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss other upcoming videos for Warframe, also other games. Yes, there will be videos again, I promise, really, I swear. and I hope that I will see all of you again next time. Bye!